Alright, here we go. Today, I'm going to talk about. Because I have a ton of stories, that's why people generally like talking to me because I always have something to talk about, right? I always have a story, I always have some. That's why my girl likes me so much because she realizes I'm a very useful, interesting guy, right? So, today I'm going to talk about how it's like working as a man when there's nothing but women. Which sounds very. I know there's a lot of young horny guys right now being like, "What the fuck is this idiot complaining?" That's great, man. You should be grabbing asses, right? Let me just say how it is. And ladies, my beautiful daughters, don't worry. I know it's a struggle for you too. Let me get to this. I swear to God, sexual harassment was invented by women. No guy is complaining about the fact that he gets to work with a ton of big booties and big titties and cute faces. No guy's complaining about that. Now, the Patrice O'Neal analogy is like a grizzly bear working with fish, right? And the fish get to do whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. They can be giggly, annoying, and that's all cool, right? But he's not allowed to even touch them or talk to them a certain way because the girl might be uncomfortable. The fish might get uncomfortable. Oh my god, human resources, the grizzly bear did grizzly bear stuff. And now suddenly that guy lost his job because he was being a pervert and a creep. All that tells us, ladies, is that we're ugly. Okay? Like, yeah, okay, I'm an ugly motherfucker. So what? I get called that every single day. Like, ladies, imagine your worst experience and amplify it by 10. That's a guy's worst experience. Men get told how ugly we are, how fat we are. We get shamed all the time. And that's why depression rates and suicide rates right now are through the roof for men, right? But women are getting justified for their bad behavior, right? Like, they expect me not to. And these girls bump into me, and it's not like I don't know what they're doing, but I only let the young, beautiful ones do that, right? Because the old ones, the old ones are. Ladies, listen, I'm not trying to insult old women, but you're just not desirable as you used to be when you were in your 20s. Like, old girls, old women grab my ass all the time, and I'm like, please don't do that. But when a woman around my age, I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, they bump into me all the time. They feel up on my muscles, and I don't whine about it because that doesn't happen to me every day, right? And then when I try to get the number, I get rejected. Like, ladies, men get rejected on a constant basis, which is why I laugh when women complain about getting rejected once. Like, really? You got rejected once and you no longer try to shoot the shot? Wow. Man, that is crazy to me. That is crazy. Just imagine that every single day times 100. Every day, man. I go through women, especially here in a big city in America. I just, man, women say no. They're like, no, thank you. But talking to young girls is very easy. You just have to act like a thug because young girls are not that smart yet. They will fall for any guy as long as he's a bad boy, you know? And you gotta put her in her place. Women love that shit. Women love being put into submission. It is what it is. It's in their nature to be submissive. So you have to be the guy that shows you're not afraid to talk to her a certain way and that you're not afraid to fuck somebody up, right? Now, the other situation of women working with nothing but a man workplace, and in this typical case, she gets complimented a lot, she gets groped a lot, and sometimes women are made uncomfortable. But ladies, why report that? Why, like, if you seriously do not like all the male attention you get, then why haven't you reported it yet? Because you secretly like coming in and being validated by a bunch of guys that clearly want to sleep with you and take care of you, right? That's why you don't do it. You're being smart about it. You're taking this opportunity to let these hardworking men take care of you. Now, it's been debunked already plenty of times that the gender pay wage gap is a myth. All right, it is. Women. It's been legally made in the 70s to pay a woman less or equal payment from both men and women. Right. It's in rights. All right. But women still get paid less because they choose to go for jobs where they don't actually have to work, right? They go online and they sell their bodies, which is fine. But don't be surprised when a guy doesn't want to wife up a hoe. In big cities, there's so many women. I'm telling you guys, it is easy to get these bitches. You have to let them know that they ain't shit, that they're being taken care of by rich dudes, and you just let her know, I'm not a guy that, sleeps with women that finesses wallets and shit. I've talked to so many bad bitches, and I'm like, you look like a bitch. I gotta watch my wallet around, like, after you drug me. Like, there's so many beautiful women in big cities, which is fine, all right? But you don't play their game. You don't let them waste your time. You don't let them waste your money. You ask, why are you charging $300 just for me to sleep with you? Do you not have a job? And they'll say they have a business, but that business is mostly sexual and working by fucking, which is great. Anybody can be a porn star. Like, I'm not even the best looking guy, right? But I have uses outside of that. And I have this personality that seduces women. I've always been a ladies' man. It's easier than you think, fellas. I know we live in this era where men aren't allowed to say things, but women have the freedom to do whatever, right? It is what it is. And the reason men are wising up is because we looked at the 50s again. And in the 50s, marriages lasted, single moms weren't a thing, or if they were rare, but because their husband died tragically, divorces were pretty much never happening. It was a way better time for men and women. Men worked, women took care of the house and the kids. That is by your nature what you're supposed to do, ladies. Right now, it's just disguised behind all this social media and online crap. It's never going to change. We're not evolving, we're devolving. So, yeah, just letting y'all know how it is to work together, ladies. We can, but you gotta understand, eventually there's gonna be sexual tension. There's women I work with got the biggest fucking booties, I'm telling you, and it's very hard for a straight man to just look away from that and be like, oh, and her just constantly bumping you and grabbing you like, hey, I missed you. It's like, oh, really? And then you try to get her social media, and of course, no. Not right away, right? It's a crazy world we live in. Until next time, my strong and beautiful children.